And a good Friday to you. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. Of course, heading into the big holiday weekend, a lot of us traveling, and overall the snow breaking out through the morning hours, light enough that it will generally have lower impacts on travel. But as we get into the afternoon, the snow becomes more widespread, and during the late day, evening and overnight hours, there'll be a change to some freezing rain, creating icy conditions and having a big impact on travel. And that may linger across part of the area on into Saturday as well, where we do have winter storm warnings to the north. We're expecting a good slug of snow and then a lot of icing on top of it. Here locally, winter weather advisories for all but the Cape and the Islands, where we're really not expecting too much snow at all, primarily rain for you. But Boston out to Worcester, along and just north of the Pike, we might squeeze out an inch or two of snow before we get a change to ice. And north of Route 2, that's where I anticipate a little bit more than a couple of inches of snow, but you have to get up to Manchester on northward to find more than that. But it's that layer of ice on top of the snow that is really going to make things slick for traveling by this evening and into tonight. So the snow will fill in today. It will change to that mix of ice and rain late in the day, and it really depends on the temperature. Take a look in southeastern Massachusetts. We're above the freezing mark later on today, and even Boston comes up above the freezing mark too. But to the north and west, you can see how the temperatures at ground level are holding near or below freezing, but above it's eventually going to become too warm to support the snow, so it's going to rain, and then that rain is going to fall into the colder air, and that's going to be the problem. You can see it's snow right now all the way up into parts of central and northern New England, and this is what's going to be filling on in as our storm gets a little bit closer. But look at the cold, deep cold coming out of Canada. It's sub-zero up in eastern Canada right now, while we have 50s showing up just to the south and west. And as that system approaches, it's going to try to bring in that warmer air, but also that cold air is going to remain at low levels, and that's what's going to create the icing. So let me step you through the timeline here. By early afternoon, 1-2 o'clock, it's snowing across a good portion of the area, and that will continue on into about 4-5 o'clock or so. But look what happens. We're starting to see that change over to rain here in southeasternmost Massachusetts, and we'll watch that rain snow line begin to lift northward, so that by about 8 p.m. I think it's rain for a lot of easternmost Massachusetts, and the last of the snow is going to be shifting up into New Hampshire. But where we're changing things on over to rain back through Worcester County, it's going to be too cold for just plain old rain, and that's why the pink is showing up. That's indicating freezing rain and icing. Now, fortunately, there's not going to be a lot of moisture overnight. The initial push is going to wind down, so just some pockets of rain, but with the temperatures dropping overnight, it's going to change to an icy glaze and make things very slippery. And you can see here the temperatures may drop with a northerly wind down near the freezing mark all the way into at least interior southeastern Massachusetts, and that's a concern by tomorrow morning. You can see even Providence showing up right around the freezing mark by early tomorrow morning. So anything that falls after tonight is going to be in the form of rain or freezing rain. And you can see with the colors here, we're talking about quite an extended period of freezing rain during the day tomorrow as that rain fills in just outside the city to the north and west, especially as you get back into Worcester County, up into southern New Hampshire and parts of western and southern Maine. This is where we may have a period of icing that goes well into the day tomorrow before we finally push in those warmer temperatures later on in the day. So definitely a concern for icing. I think the amounts of ice or the accretion of ice is going to come in between 1 and 2/10 of an inch for a lot of us. But with that additional moisture tomorrow in the areas that it stays cold enough, we could be talking about some higher pockets of ice. And where you get that, in addition to, of course, slippery roads, we could have some issues with power concerns and some damage from tree limbs and power lines as well. So something to watch here Friday into Saturday for sure. We will get a little break in the action on Sunday. It's a quiet day if you have travel plans, but look at this lurking down the coast. Another storm system, and this is going to be lifting on in by 6 o'clock on Christmas morning. It does look like it will be cold enough with the low in this position to produce some snow from the city of Boston north and west. We'll have to watch the track on this low. It will intensify but pull away pretty quickly. So between about 2 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Christmas Day, we could have a little burst of snow giving us about 3 to 6 inches on average. We'll watch the track and keep you posted, but right now it is looking like we could have a white Christmas for a lot of New England.